Oh.
There's a bug.
Yes, best be careful. You might accidentally consume some solid food.
When I agreed to come with you, did I misrepresent my intentions?
You don't like it?
I want to take a walk.
You can't. Cersei has offered a lordship to the man who brings her your head.
She ought to offer her cunt. Best part of her for the best part of me.
Are we really going to spend the entire road to Volantis talking about the futility of everything?
You're right, no point. What's in Volantis?
The road to Meereen.
And what do you hope to find at the end of the road to Meereen?
I told you, a ruler.
Every pile of shit on the side of every road has someone's banner hanging from it.
You were quite good, you know, at ruling.
Yeah.
During your brief tenure as Hand. A man of talent.
Managed to kill a lot of people.
Yes, but you showed great promise in other areas as well.
She wanted me to leave King's Landing. She begged me. I wouldn't go.
Why?
Because I liked it. Power. Even as a servant.
No matter what we do, people like you and me are never really satisfied inside the box. Not for long.
What, get bored or?
Let's go for a walk.
No.
How many dwarves are there in the world?
Is Cersei going to kill them all?
Not him.
Are you trying to deceive your queen? Shall I throw him in a cell, Your Grace?
It won't be necessary, Simone. I don't want to dissuade the other hunters. Mistakes will be made. Take the head.
Pardon me, Your Grace. I would take it, if you don't mind. It could prove useful for my work.
Very good.
So that was
You're the hand of the king.
No, Uncle. Clearly,
Yeah.
it would not be appropriate for a woman to assume that role.
Tywin's brother, wasn't
I'm
it?
merely advising my son until he comes of age and chooses a hand for himself. The king has appointed you Master of Coin.
Oh, Your Grace.
He called your experience and wisdom in financial matters unparalleled. He said he would be honored to have you represent the crown's interests in the same.
The honor is all mine, Your Grace.
God, you're such a kiss ass.
In light...
What do you call it in the south? What happened to your face?
Grayscale. What do you call it north of the wall?
I don't know. But two of my sisters had it. They both died. How did they cure you?
I don't remember. I was a baby. A lot of people came and tried, I think. Whatever they did, it went away. Mother.
Leave us.
Your Grace.
You need to stay away from that girl.
Why?
She's a wildling.
Her name's Gilly. She's nice. I'm teaching her how to read.
She's a wildling. They could strike at him by striking at you.
Gilly wouldn't do that.
You have no idea what people will do. All your books and you still don't know.
She's a kid, you bitch.
I ordered Mance Rayder burnt at the stake. You prevented that order from being carried out. You showed mercy to Mance Rayder.
With respect, Your Grace, the free folk will never follow you, no matter what you do. You're the man who burned their king alive. Who then? You?
No. Only one of their own.
Oh, Tormund.
Bear Island knows no king but the king in the north, whose name is Stark.
That amuses you.
Northerners can be a bit like the free folk. Loyal to their own.
Tonight, the Night's Watch elects a new Lord Commander. Sir Alistair Thorne is going to win.
Most likely.
Unpleasant man. What's your life going to be like here at the wall with Thorne in command?
Unpleasant, I expect.
Your bravery made him look weak. He'll punish you for it. I don't punish men for bravery. I reward them.
I don't doubt it, Your Grace. I don't know what I have left to give you.
You can give me the North.
I can't. Even if I wanted to, I'm a bastard. The Snow.
Kneel before me. Lay your sword at my feet. Pledge me your service, and you'll rise again as Jon Stark, Lord of Winterfell.
Never a start with the stroke of a pen. It's the first thing I ever remember wanting. A daydream that my father would ask the king. And just like that, I would never be the bastard of Winterfell again. He deserved this. I'm gonna refuse him. But you'd be Lord of Winterfell. I swore a vow to the Night's Watch. If I don't take my own words seriously, what sort of Lord of Winterfell would I be?
Does anyone wish to speak for candidates before we cast our tokens for the 998th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch?
Sit down,
Thorne
you
is not just a
bastard.
knight, he's a man of true nobility. He's the only true choice.
Come on, Sam.
Sam the Slayer. Another wildling lover, just like his friend Jon Snow. How's your lady love, Slayer?
Brother Slint knows her quite well. They cowered together in the larder during the battle for the wall.
Lies!
A wildling girl, a baby, and Lord Janis. I found him there after the battle was over, in a puddle of his own making. Sir Alistair fought bravely, it is true. And when he was wounded, it was Jon who saved us. He took charge of the wall's defense. He killed the Magna of the Thanes. He went north to deal with Mance Rayder, knowing it almost certainly meant his own death. He led the mission to avenge Lord Commander Mormont. Mormont himself chose Jon to be his steward. He saw something in Jon, and now we've all seen it too. He may be young, but he's the commander we turned to when the night was darkest.
I mean, I can't see them choosing Jon.
Appears to be a tie, Master.
Yeah, I was going to say, it kind of looks like it. Oh, shit. I was not expecting. I thought Jon's was like the smallest.
What have you got there? I said.
Turn around and go. Turn around and go.
That's a nice little sword. Quickly, go, go!
Who are you? Why were they scared of you?
You lost this.
Oh no, is that... Oh shit.
You said there was no Jack and Hagar here.
There isn't. A man is not Jack and Hagar.
Well, who are you then?
No one. And that is who a girl must become.
Why?
Livasgatori Ines. Idrenejum bare. Drivi mijeta.
Melprisha shisha ochni escoreshis fos dal crotching wechi.
Pus dari hizir Lucias costaur. Guragon jazdano. Glyson eochani sostaur. Sirion dros.
She should have cut off the traitor's head in the Great Pyramid and been done with it.
That's what I keep telling her to do to you.
Merino pastie derene jumbiles. Se bisa vala zirio sentas. Kilonarion morchon issa.
Listen.
I mean, she is right. I mean, she can't have somebody just do whatever they feel is right. Oh, shit.
Last time guard outside your door tonight, Your Grace.
We all guard tonight.
Leave me.
Oh, shit.
Dragon.
That's confusing. There's a lot of things in this episode. Wow. That was a really enjoyable episode. There was a lot of things happening and I'm a bit confused, but yeah, let's go through it. Shireen and Gilly, Shireen teaching Gilly how to read, which was quite sweet. I love that, and you know, Sam being a bit impatient in the background, and Gilly's like putting him in his place, which I love. It's so sweet. And she's right, you know, she's got to learn things at her own pace, and that. So yeah, I really loved that scene. It wasn't a very long scene, but it was sort of a bit more lighthearted than, you know, everything else in this episode. So I love that. And obviously, what's her name? Shilselis came down and was like, yeah, no, you stay away from Gilly because she's yeah, she's from up north and she's a wildling, and stay away from them. And yeah, you know, Shireen is like, she's a kid, you know, she's got a good heart, and she doesn't need to be influenced by Celis. So yeah, just leave her alone. Then we came down to Castle Black with no, yeah, we're still at Castle Black, obviously. I don't know, my mind is just all over the place at the moment, but obviously Stannis had a conversation with Jon and was offering Jon the title of Stark and Winterfell, which, you know, is everything Jon wanted. He wanted to be, you know, accepted as a Stark and, you know, be an heir, I suppose. And I'm glad that Jon did refuse that, because he's promised. Well, he took an oath, and he's a night's watch. So I'm glad he stuck to his guns, and even though he knows that his fate is not going to be a good one, he decided that, you know, that is who he is. That is, you know, what he promised, and that is his life. So I'm glad he stood up to Stannis there. That was amazing. And then we came down to you know, them voting for who was going to be the Lord Commander, and obviously Janos was talking on behalf of Thorne, and then there was somebody else, and yeah, then eventually Sam came up and sort of was like, well, no, we need Jon, and Janos just needs to shut up because he's a little bitch who was hiding away with the women and children. So I love that Sam was like putting him in his place, and in the end, yeah, it was a tie, and then obviously Aemond had to put his vote down, so he voted for Jon. So Jon is now the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, which is going to be very interesting because he's very I think he's becoming a good leader, and I think he's the sort of guy who will listen to counsel, not just do what he thinks is right. He will take things into consideration. So yeah, that's going to be quite interesting. I can't wait to see how he's going to be running that. Running the place, I suppose. Yeah. Then we had Arya. She sort of gave up in the end, threw the coin in the ocean, and she's obviously hunting and that, and these guys came to sort of harass her a bit, and then the guy from the that black and white gate thing house came, and it turned out then he took her back to the place, and it turned out to be Jagen. Which I'm a bit confused with that scene. I'm a bit confused what's going on there, because I don't really know what he was doing. I assume it was a test to see where Arya's heart was at, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that confused me a bit. And then obviously we had sort of the end scene with the slave went and killed the master, and that put Dany in a very awkward situation, because she wanted a fair trial, and now she has no choice but to kill this slave. I think he was one on her council as well. So I can see that's a very hard decision, and it looked like it was kind of backfiring on her, but I feel like she did the right thing. She can't just have this guy kill somebody, because if she lets that go, it's just going to keep happening, and she needs to put her foot down and be a ruler, and that's not acceptable. That obviously she had to kill him, or she had to have him killed, and it was like the slaves were sort of turning on her, so I could sort of see riots and that sort of thing happening. I don't know. But then, you saw her in the end, and Drogon came to see her. So I was a bit worried he was just gonna, forget who she was and sort of burn her or something like that, and just cause havoc. But he seemed to recognize her and sort of flew off. So I don't know whether she's getting the idea that maybe she needs to go back and be the mother of dragons, and show people that's who she is. And I don't know. It was a good episode, but there were so many things, and I'm so confused. So we'll see what happens there. My top 5, number 1 is Jon. I respect the fact that I think he did the right thing. He stood up to Stannis and didn't take the offer, and took his vows seriously. I respect that, even though he knew that potentially could cause him a lot of pain and that. But he stuck to his guns, and it worked out for him, because now he's Lord Commander. So yeah. And my second one is Dany. I respect what she did. She had no choice but to kill or to have this slave executed, because she can't have people just do what they want to do. She's the ruler, and she needs people to fall in line. And she was looking for a fair trial, but this guy prevented that. So she didn't have a choice, I don't think. Number 3 is Shireen. I love the fact that she's sort of teaching Gilly to read and that, and she's got a good heart, this kid, and she's a really good character, and I love that. It was a bit light-hearted in this scene, so which I thought was quite a dark episode. So yeah, it was quite good to see. Number 4 is Brienne. Again, Brienne had a hard choice. She stands up for what she believes in, and she made an oath as well, like Jon did, to Cat, that she would look out for her daughters, and she knew here that she could die, but she still did what she felt was right, and they did get away in the end, but it didn't quite work out the way she wanted. But yeah, I respect that. So yeah, Brienne's my number 4. Number 4 is Arya. I love the fact that she was persistent. She was sitting out there for ages, sort of trying. I mean, okay, she didn't have anywhere to go, but she's not a kid who gives up, and I love that about her. She's quite strong-headed, and she's a survivor. So yeah, I quite enjoyed that in this episode. The bottom 5, number 1 is Cersei. Again, she's manipulative. She thinks she's a bit too big for her own boots, isn't she? She thinks she's more important than what she really is, and I quite like the fact that her uncle sort of put her in her place, reminding her who she was. So yeah, she's my number 1. Number 2 is Selyse. Yeah, she's just I just don't like her attitude towards her daughter, and she's trying to scare her daughter and that, and I just don't like her. And again, in this episode here, she's coming across a bit menacing, but at least Shireen, she thinks for herself, and she's not just putting up with her mom. So yeah, Selyse is my number 2, and number 3 is Dario. I don't know if it's just how he's played. He's a bit mysterious, just like Jagen, but I don't trust this guy. There's just something about him. I don't know whether that's how they're playing him or what, but I can't put my finger on it. But I don't trust him, and especially not in this episode. He's a bit too calculated for my liking. So yeah, I can't explain it, but that's just how I feel. And yeah, so he's my number 3. And number 4 is Janus. Again, just sit down and shut up, you little baby. Especially because he's trying to make out to be like the man, and Thorne did this and Thorne did that. It's like, yeah, but how do you know? You were hiding, so just shut up and go away. So yeah, that was my top and bottom. I couldn't find the number 5 for this one, so yeah. The title is The House of Black and White. I did make some notes. There's quite a few things. So I kind of see it as, obviously, the House of Black and White is where Arya went, and yeah, that's sort of physically what it was. But then again, I think, like, there's the saying, it's black and white. It's black and white. It's there's no gray area, if you know what I mean. Things are very black and white, and I think it's again hard and easy choices. So I think there was a lot of that in this episode. So you had Jon. He was giving an easy ride, but he made the hard choice. So sort of like he was offered the title of Stark and Winterfell, but he made the hard choice and stayed on as a Night's Watch. And we had the same for Dany. She had a hard choice to make. She could have made the easy choice and just ruled like her father did, but in the the long run, that would have been her downfall, I think. So she made the hard choice here to we need a fair trial, and yeah, unfortunately, it didn't quite work out in this one here. But yeah, again, that was sort of it's black and white there, isn't it? It's either do or don't. So yeah, and the same for obviously Arya as well. She had a hard choice to make as well. I mean, she could have just left and forgotten all about it, but no, she stuck to it, and yeah, she made that choice. And the same for Brienne. She put her life in danger, and she stuck to her guns and that. So yeah, and yeah, Sansa as well. She made the choice. Do I go with Brienne, or do I stick with Littlefinger, who I know is a dick, but I know, at least I know where I stand with him. So yeah, that's sort of what I get out of the title. The black and white. It's not just about the house, but it is, what good, bad, easy, hard decisions, that sort of thing. So I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if you think of anything else in that, but yeah, let me know. And yeah, I'm gonna stop here because I can't talk. So yeah, very enjoyable episode, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, especially with sort of Dany and the dragons and that, what her choices are going to be. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my reactions and commenting and that, and you guys on Patreon absolutely rock. So yeah, that being said, guys, I'm going to stop here, and please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you next episode.